Okay, picture this. You're sitting in a lecture hall. On stage, an expert, Dr. Elena Vance, plays a video of a politician. He looks real, he sounds real, he even seems weirdly perfect. But he's not. And here's the truly scary part. Your brain doesn't really care. Today, we're diving into how deepfakes really work, not on our computers, but on our minds. What if the biggest security flaw isn't in the software, but in our own heads? Let's unpack it.
And this right here is the heart of the entire problem. Dr. Vance points out that before your logical brain, your conscious mind even has a chance to ask, wait, is this real? That deepfake image has already hit you on a gut level. You feel that it's familiar or trustworthy or maybe even disgusting. We are just biologically wired to believe what we see. It's an old survival instinct that, in today's world, has kind of become our biggest weakness. This brings us to the psychological bedrock of the whole attack. The illusion of truth effect. This is the exploit deepfakes are literally designed for. I mean, think about just scrolling through your own feed. If you see a video that confirms something you already kind of suspect about a politician or a celebrity, your brain just goes, yep, knew it, and files it away as fact. It's not really about fooling you with brand new info, it's about weaponizing the biases you already have.
So let's take this out of the classroom because this stuff is not theoretical. It has absolutely devastating consequences in the real world. Case in point, David Holloway. He's the CEO of a huge defense contractor. One morning, a video of him gets leaked, and in it, he's confessing to all this massive corporate crime. And it just feels so disturbingly real. And here is the insane paradox. The video was a complete technical fabrication. The digital forensics proved it. But for the public, it was psychologically true. It checked every box for what people already believed about greedy executives. And the result? The company's stock plummeted 40% in just 2 hours. There were riots in the streets. The lie had very real, very tangible power.
So, who would do something like this? Well, it's not your typical hackers looking for a payday. The group calls themselves the Fluidity. And this quote was basically their calling card. You have to understand, they see themselves as psychological anarchists. Their goal isn't to control the truth. It's to completely shatter the idea that an objective truth can even exist in the first place.
This is their ultimate goal, reality apathy. And it is a truly chilling idea. The plan is to hit us with so many sophisticated fakes that our brains just give up. We get so exhausted trying to figure out what's real that we start to assume everything is fake. And ironically, that means the liars always get away with it because actual evidence, actual proof becomes meaningless. It's the end of a shared reality.
So the Fluidity, recognizing Dr. Vance's work, actually reaches out to her directly. And the meeting happens in this bizarre virtual reality Zen garden. It's there that Elena comes face to face with their avatar, this shimmering, shifting figure that calls itself Narcissus. And this isn't a negotiation. It's a clash of psychological titans, and the rules of the game have totally changed. Narcissus lays out their terrifying philosophy. You see, old-school propaganda, that was all about pushing one specific lie. This is the truth. But what the Fluidity does, what they call synthetic realism, is designed to make objective truth totally irrelevant. They don't need to convince you that their story is true. They just need to make you doubt that any story is true. They've basically automated the process of turning our own minds against us.
And then Narcissus reveals the next tool in their arsenal, the sleeper effect. This is a wild one. It basically means that even after a deepfake is exposed, even after it's been fact-checked and debunked, the emotional damage lingers. Months down the road, your brain will remember the feeling that video gave you, the outrage, the distrust, but it'll have forgotten that little article you skimmed that told you it was all fake.
And this is the moment the whole conversation takes a horrifying turn. Narcissus reveals their next target isn't going to be some CEO or politician. No, the subject of their next experiment is going to be Dr. Vance herself. They're not just trying to fool an audience anymore. They want to see if they can psychologically shatter the one person on Earth who knows exactly how the trick works. And the attack is deeply personal. It's brutal. Elena wakes up to find a video of her has gone viral. It's grainy, it looks like security footage, and it shows her, unmistakably her, in a hospital nursery, tampering with a baby's IV drip. It's a monstrous, evil act, and it is now tied to her face, her name, her entire life. The threat isn't academic anymore. It's here.
Instantly, Elena's mind is hit by a three-pronged psychological assault. First, boom, the self-reference effect.
Because the video is of her own brain struggles to reject it. She recognizes her own coat, the way she moves. Then, boom, the spotlight effect. That crippling paranoia that everyone has seen it, that every person on the street is staring and judging her. And finally, the knockout punch, the liar's dividend.
This right here is the liar's dividend in a nutshell. Even when Elena produces a rock-solid alibi, even when the video is proven to be a fake, the connection has already been made in millions of minds. The neural pathway now exists. Elena Vance and harming a baby. That suspicion lingers because, people always think there must be some truth to it. After all, where there's smoke, there's fire, right?
But, and this is a huge but, in all their arrogance, the Fluidity made one critical error. Their AI isn't just broadcasting a lie one way. It's actually a parasitic algorithm. It has a feedback loop. It's watching the audience's reactions, subtle things like pupil dilation, heart rate, and it uses that emotional data to tweak the deepfake in real time to make it even more convincing. It literally feeds on emotion. And that's the weakness. And this gives Elena her opening. She comes up with this brilliant counterattack. She's not going to fight the code. She's going to hack the psychology inside the code. Her plan has 3 steps. 1, hijack their broadcast. 2, give the AI nothing to feed on by becoming an emotional black hole. And 3, overload its empathy circuit with something so human it just can't compute. You see, the AI's power comes from living right on the edge of the uncanny valley. It makes images so close to human that we accept them. But there's that tiny imperfection that makes them both unsettling and really captivating. Elena's plan is to do the opposite, to push the AI so deep into the uncanny that the whole illusion shatters for everyone watching.
So Elena goes live, patched right into their feed. She starves the AI of any emotional data, and then she just floods it with a real, raw, messy human memory. The smell of freshly cut grass, the metallic taste of blood from falling off her bike as a kid, the chaotic, nonsensical grief of losing a pet. And the AI, which is built on logic and clean data, it tries to process this storm of illogical humanity, and it can't. The avatar stretches, it shrieks, and it just dissolves into digital static. So the Fluidity is exposed, and their leader is arrested. But the victory, it feels hollow. Because the technology, the psychological tools, they're out there now. The liar's dividend has become a standard tactic in public life. Now, any piece of real evidence can just be waved away as, oh, that's just another deepfake. The battle for what is objectively true has been permanently changed.
Which, of course, brings us to the final and most important question in all of this. If technology can create a lie so perfect that it feels more real than reality itself, how in the world do we fight back? What's our defense against a weapon that's aimed squarely at our own minds?
Well, the answer, it turns out, has nothing to do with technology. It's something deeply, fundamentally human. The answer is messiness. It's imperfection. It's all the little flaws and contradictions that a perfect algorithm just can't replicate.
And that really leaves us with this powerful final idea. The slick, perfect, seamless story, that's usually the lie. The truth is often awkward. It's contradictory. It doesn't always fit into a neat little narrative. Maybe our greatest defense against a future of synthetic perfection is to start embracing and even looking for our own authentic, messy human imperfection. The glitch isn't the mistake. The glitch is the truth.
Please like and subscribe.